Alright, so you might be on the fence on getting a Tesla Model 3, so in this video, I'm going to be sharing the top 5 reasons I don't like the car. So, let's get into it. Before anything, I do have to say, if you guys are brand new, first of all, welcome, that's the first thing, but also if you guys are brand new, in this channel I post videos on personal finance, investing, stocks, Tesla related videos, and then in the next video, a little preview, I'm going to be unboxing the Tesla tequila, which I bought, 3 weeks ago. I still haven't unboxed it, so I'm going to do that for a video, so if you guys want to see any of that, definitely subscribe because you don't want to miss that content. Alright, anyways, back to the topic of the video, the top 5 things I don't like about the Tesla Model 3, and as a little bonus, I'm going to give you guys an extra one at the end of the video, so you should definitely watch all the way through. I do have to say that I love the car. I really do. The positives definitely outweigh the negatives. And if I were to make the decision all over again, I would definitely still get the Model 3 because it's an awesome car. Maybe instead of the standard range plus, I'll probably just get the performance, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon because I'm trying to save up for other stuff. Alright, so that is that. Also, one more thing before we get into the actual list, there's one thing I do have to address. I was watching a lot of videos just to give myself some inspiration, and I noticed that a lot of the issues that they mentioned were either very small and personally don't bother me, so I'm not gonna mention them in the video. For example, people complain about the noise when they're driving. I don't mind the noise at all. I don't hear it. It doesn't bother me, so it's not going to be on the list. Okay, so the first thing I don't like about the Tesla Model 3 is the battery drainage. Now, this is only an issue if you live in really cold areas. Luckily for myself, luckily and unluckily for myself, I live in California, so it doesn't get too cold here, especially right now because we're going into the summer. But if you live in really cold areas, if you leave your car overnight, in cold temperatures, chances are you're probably going to go back to it in the morning or, whatever time you choose, and, you're going to see a reduction in the battery percentage just because of the weather. And I do have to say that this has never been an issue for me just because I have a home charger, so when I come back I just plug it in and I just forget about it, wake up the following day and it's already fully charged, or maybe not fully charged, but maybe till like 50-60%. That's all I need. But I can imagine a situation where someone doesn't have a home charger, maybe they don't have access to an outlet, maybe they live in an apartment, something like that, but they leave their car overnight, because of the weather it loses battery, and as a result they have to call the tow truck or Tesla service. Yeah, that'd be a pretty funny situation in my opinion. It's almost happened to me. Alright, so that was the first thing I don't like about the Tesla Model 3. The second one is the touchscreen navigation. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are commenting or just thinking, the touchscreen's the best part, and I agree with you guys, but what I'm talking about is when you're driving, when you're paying attention to the road and you're trying to press a button, and I don't know if it's just me, but I tend to misclick the buttons a couple times before getting it right, and this is where the physical buttons, come into play, because if you had a physical button, you can just, touch around and then you just turn it, do whatever you need to do. But with a touchscreen, it's just a display, so you can't feel around for the buttons. You have to press directly the button that you want. But honestly, it's not a huge issue for me. It does happen from time to time, so that's the reason I'm putting it on the list, because it's a little bit annoying, but just take it for how you want and just know that it might happen to you too. A really easy solution for that is you can put the car in autopilot, take your eyes off of the road for a little second and just press whatever you want. Either that, or if you have a passenger by your side, you can just ask them to press whatever button you want. So that was the second thing I don't like about the Tesla Model 3. The third one involves the Tesla app. So when you open up your phone, when you open up the app, it actually takes a long time for it to connect to the car, and this is especially a problem when it's in deep sleep, they call it. So after an hour, I believe, from no connectivity with your phone to the car. So after that, it does take a pretty long time, and I don't have any stats that I can share with you guys right now because I don't know how long it takes. I haven't really calculated, I haven't really timed it, but maybe I can look for some data points that I can share with you guys and put them on the screen right here. Yeah, there you go. Now, this is not a huge issue for me just because I can wait, that a couple extra seconds, maybe it's a minute. Again, I have no idea for the timing, but I'll do my research. But I have seen other owners complain about this problem because either they have the summon feature, which, obviously they paid more money for, either that or they have the newer versions of the Tesla cars, which have the automatic frunk and trunk. So obviously you would want the app to be fast so that you can use these features. Okay, so the fourth thing that I don't like about the Tesla Model 3 is the charging slot for the phone. Now, before the phone that I have right now, I had a Samsung 8, and even that one was pretty big for it to fit in the slots. So you definitely have to improvise, and instead of just putting your phone there, you have to either buy a holder or just kind of put it sideways, because if you don't, it's just not gonna fit. And while we're at the topic of the charging slots, I never use mine just because I find it way too slow. I think this is the case with all the wireless chargers, but more so in the Tesla one, it's super slow, so don't rely on it. Have a cord just in case. Okay, so the fifth reason why I don't like the Tesla Model 3 is vandalism on Tesla cars. Now, originally I was not going to put this on here, but then I was like, what? I'm having a little bit of difficulty trying to come up with a fifth one, so I think this one's a pretty good candidate for it. You know, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But from my experience, I know that someone came into my house, they went through my mail, they got the sticker that I'd requested for a different car, they got the sticker out and they put it on my car and then they scratched it up. I actually do have video footage as well, so I'm gonna put the footage right here so you guys can take a look while I speak on it. Unfortunately, I was in my room taking a test, so I wasn't able to pay attention to what was going on, and I actually found out about this a day after that. So, you know, that kind of sucks that happened, but I mean, let's be honest, this is probably an outlier just because, I mean, that never happens anywhere. I mean, this person was probably drugged up, but that isn't to say that there isn't vandalism on other Tesla vehicles, because I see a lot of it, especially since I'm part of different groups, for example, on Facebook and also Instagram. So I see a lot of it, and that's kind of partly the reason why I wasn't going to add this one to the list, was because it's only natural. If you're part of the groups, you're going to see a lot more cases. So that was the 5th reason why I don't like the Tesla Model 3. Now we're going to move on to the last one, number 6, the bonus one. Let's get into it. Alright, so for number 6, I was having a really hard time trying to come up with one, but I was actually told by one of my passengers that they didn't like the fact that you can't roll the windows down completely in the back seats, and obviously this doesn't affect me at all, but if you always have passengers on your back seat, then, you know, maybe the Tesla Model 3 might not be the most convenient car for you. But with all of that said, I think that pretty much sums up the video. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, love stories, let me know in the comment section below, and remember, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Echoes aside from my soul.